What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something that's been bothering me, and clearly bothering a lot of you too. Call of Duty, Black Ops 7. Another year, another Black Ops title. And if you're feeling a sense of déjà vu, you're not alone. The community reaction has been, well, let's just say Activision might want to check their mentions. But before we dive into that, let's take a moment to break down what we're actually looking at with this new trailer. The year is 2035, and we're following David Mason, yes, Alex Mason's son from Black Ops 2, as he leads a team against what appears to be a manipulative enemy using psychological warfare. The trailer shows us glimpses of a world on the brink of chaos, with violent conflict and mind games taking center stage. I have to admit, the casting is impressive. Milo Ventimiglia plays David Mason, Michael Rooker returns as Mike Harper, and Kernan Shipka joins as Emma Kagan. The production value is undeniably high, and the psychological horror elements look genuinely intriguing. But here's where things get complicated. This isn't just about whether the game looks good. It's about what it represents in Activision's broader strategy. The Black Ops problem. Let's get something straight. Black Ops 6 just came out. The paint is barely dry on that release. And here we are with Black Ops 7 already being pushed into the spotlight. This isn't just about sequel fatigue. It's about a fundamental disconnect between what players want and what Activision thinks they can sell us. The Black Ops sub-franchise used to mean something. It was a mark of quality, of innovation, of pushing boundaries. Now, it's starting to feel like nothing more than a marketing tool, a familiar name slapped onto whatever annual release is coming down the pipeline. Activision's pattern of behavior. This isn't happening in isolation. Let's look at Activision's recent track record. Remember when Modern Warfare 3 launched with all remastered maps from 2007's Modern Warfare 2? The community backlash was immediate. People felt they were paying full price for what should have been DLC. Or how about just last week, when Activision was caught quietly inserting advertisements into Black Ops 6 loadout screens? They called it a feature test, after the community exploded with anger. And let's not forget the persistent issues with aggressive skill-based matchmaking that the community has been vocal about for years, with seemingly little response from Activision. The monetization machine. Here's where things get really concerning. The modern Call of Duty experience isn't just about buying a game anymore. It's about entering an ecosystem designed to extract as much money as possible from players. Battle passes, weapon blueprints, operator skins, store bundles. The $70 entry fee is just the beginning. And with each new title release, players are expected to start the cycle all over again. The question becomes, is this sustainable? Are players willing to keep buying into this system? The community response to Black Ops 7's announcement suggests that patience is wearing thin. The development reality. Now, it's important to make a distinction here. The developers at Treyarch, the team actually making Black Ops 7, are incredibly talented people who are passionate about creating great games. The issues we're discussing today aren't about their craftsmanship or creativity. This is about the business decisions being made at the Activision level. Decisions that put these developers in the position of having to churn out titles at a pace that doesn't allow for the innovation and polish that the franchise deserves. The competition. What makes this situation even more stark is looking at what other publishers and developers are doing. Take a look at franchises that have moved away from the annual release cycle. Games that give developers the time they need to create something truly special. Games that respect players' time and money by focusing on quality over quantity. The contrast couldn't be clearer, and players are noticing. What needs to change? So what would it take for Activision to turn this ship around? I think it comes down to three key things. 1. Abandon the annual release cycle. Give developers the time they need to create truly innovative experiences rather than iterative ones. 2. Listen to community feedback. Not just acknowledge it, actually implement changes based on what players are consistently asking for. 3. Rethink the monetization strategy. Find a balance that feels fair to players while still being profitable. The potential. The frustrating thing is that there's so much potential here. The Black Ops universe is rich with storytelling possibilities. The gameplay mechanics, when given time to be properly refined, can be incredibly satisfying. Imagine what Treyarch could do if they had 3 or 4 years to develop a single Black Ops title, rather than being rushed to meet an arbitrary annual deadline. My review. So where does this leave us with Black Ops 7? The game might end up being good. Great even. The talent is certainly there, but it's becoming increasingly difficult to separate the product from the problematic business practices that surround it. As players and as consumers, we have to ask ourselves, at what point do we say, enough is enough? At what point do we demand better from one of the biggest publishers in the industry? Because if the reaction to Black Ops 7's announcement is any indication, that point might be approaching faster than Activision realizes. What do you think? Is Black Ops 7 a step too far? Or are you still excited despite the concerns? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all things gaming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.